Lutza, lumped, chmook, plush, goosey, nusach, yamash, nacht, napt, mitat, pinup, pachet,
Language is important to any diverse culture. It's a sense of identity, a sense of belonging for a lot of people. Your language to me is a trait that makes you and your heritage unique. Growing up, I never knew or was taught any of our tribe's language. A lot of my generation was raised and taught values like respect for elders, love your family, love for others, things like that. A lot of my friends and people I know grew up like I have.
Dat he was noon him zeggen. Wat mat mawa noon him zeggen. That's patola noon. Kamawa that's noon upon way nano kina watas. Ta noon him kina zeggen. That's pan way nano. Kayoch ma. Iets ook wel een paard was ik. Kijk kuskuts ma. Imam au zich. Kakus nuna hipan weh nana kiet egen. Nunep dit luma. Nunem pist pika. Na kaat, na el. Kalatsats. Imam au zich. Au sina kiet egen. Nuna hipa him takima. Dus ki noens echt zich ki dacht. Kawait met patola yo ki zeggen na. Kakus noens echt zich ki dacht. Joch kus. In de keek zo ja voor Timothy. Met de jochkus in de keek. Hitama zich zo ja voor Timna hitama. Maar de Hanneke dit ook een Tim ki dacht zo zeer themaspa. Die lacht niet heel paite zich nu na. Ki hitama. Kakus wat mawa imam au sina waqipa. Themaspa. Dit ook een Tim zeggen. Nu ne muziek kika. Daar kun je, dat is nu een paar tamen. Dat je maar iets ook wanneer paard zo zegt, kiet zeggen. Dat is kon maar, dat is op een weg naar de kiele am. Nu ne muziek zeggen. Dit ook een tim zeggen. Kus in de kissa.
Indian languages are extremely vulnerable at this point in history. Some experts predict by 2050 that only 20 or so indigenous North American languages may still be spoken. As such, it is urgently important to teach language and linguistics classes, to develop dictionaries of words and phrases, and to document grammar to capture the unique qualities of Indian thought. It is important to make the Indian language a written language using linguistics. However, if we are going to teach Indian language in the schools or other institutions to restore the language, tribes need to aggressively start developing multimedia tools to reinforce and enhance the efforts of their language teachers and linguists. These efforts and others are not only essential for preservation to occur, but now, more than ever, technologically possible.
I think it's very important for our kids to learn it. I wish I had learned it when I was growing up. Like, it's good to start them when they're little, when they're first beginning. Then they'll catch on and it just sticks with them. I think it's very important for our kids to learn our language. The Walla Walla, the Cayuse, and the Umatilla, Yakima, Nez Perce, all the tribes around here in the Northwest that are from here, right here. I think it's important for our kids to learn it. Because we have Spanish, we have French, everything's bilingual. You gotta be bilingual. No, they didn't do that for us when our grandparents were growing up. They chopped them off, so we had to put a stop and let's put our language back on the record, back for us.
In school, I remember being taught computers, the internet. The school system got us ready for tomorrow, and in a way we forgot about yesterday, our history. To many non-Indian kids, it was no big deal. But to me and other Indian kids in school, it was like teaching us to be ready for the future, and not to remember our past. Not to remember who we were and who we are. So since I grew up this way, I didn't think much about learning a lot of my tribe's culture. Growing up, Indian kids go through a lot. When you're a teenager, you want a sense of belonging, that sense of identity. I knew I was Indian, but I had no way to prove it besides the color of my skin. I would have liked to tell some of those teachers that would doubt me, or some of those kids that would look down upon me, something in Umatilla or Walla Walla. I would have liked to show them that even though I wasn't learning U.S. history or government or biology, things they've seen as essential, that I had learned this language. I had survived so many generations in this world.
I've talked to some of my family and they have said we need to speak our language. And I say we're not speaking that all the time at home, and that we should have, and I'm just using the modern version of things because I can't be with Noel all the time or with Gordon Waters or with someone else, that I need CD-ROM, some kind of device that saves this for our future. I think we need to preserve that language, and I am apologizing to our elders because I know they say we shouldn't record some things by video or by CD-ROM or by whatever mechanical means, but we need to do it. And I think it's time that we need to put some pressure on, and you talk about budgets, maybe we need to jack this up a little bit.
I think that's how you would say, in that direction, Anaquani.
So Pawachas Panyuma Anaquani, which in that direction, or just?
Anaquani Spaniuma Pawianin Hana, that's how you would say it, I think. They traveled.
Okay.
Anaquani Spaniuma Pawianin Pawianawia, I think that's how you would say that. Anaquani.
Quani.
Anaquani.
Quani, okay.
Spaniuma Pawianawia. Nchipa Kaukpa. That's how I would put it.
Now let me try to...
First discovered the country. Ana ku uit patayach na chana tichamna. Ana ku uit patayach na chana tichamna. First discovered this country.
Do you know any of this, the CTUIR's language?
No.
You don't know any, Did you ever attend language classes when you were going to school?
Nope. There wasn't any in the school, so I couldn't.
Did you ever attend any out here?
Like when I was in preschool,
Do you know any of it, like one or two words?
just like a couple animals and then a couple other words.
And so where'd you learn those from?
My parents.
And how old are you?
I am 19.
How about you? Do you know any language? Any words? Here, say
Say Tawi Shamash.
Mama.
Say Tawi Shamash.
Say it.
Mama.